My wife, why do men think they own you? She asked her friends. So I gave up ownership. I was grabbing my phone charger when her voice floated through our bedroom door. She was on speaker with her girlfriends, and I was the main topic. Men think they own you, she said, painting me as some controlling husband who had to approve everything. The irony was brutal. I worked extra hours for her hobbies. I set up her separate bank account for financial freedom. But asking, what time will you be home? Became controlling. Wanting to discuss a $2,000 designer bag purchase became financial domination. Her friend chimed in, girl, you need to set boundaries. As if I was some prison warden instead of the husband who handled the bills and kept our household functional. She twisted every gesture. When I cooked dinner, I was being passive-aggressive. When I didn't cook, I was lazy and expecting her to handle everything. The call ended with promises to show him who's really in charge and plans for girls' night where she could remember what freedom feels like. I stood there realizing I'd been living in a different marriage than she had. 5 years together, cast as the antagonist. Every time I tried being a good husband, she filed it as evidence of my controlling nature. The next few days confirmed everything. Tuesday, she asked if the yoga membership was worth it. I said it seemed great, but maybe check our budget since the car payment was due. That evening, he basically said I can't join. Why am I asking permission to spend my own money? We had joint accounts. Everything was our money until it suited her narrative. Saturday, I mentioned coffee if she saw it at the store. That afternoon, she told her mother, he gave me a whole list. I can't even shop without him controlling what I'm doing. One item became a whole list. If caring was controlling, I'd stop caring. If she wanted freedom from my involvement, I'd give her exactly what she claimed to want. Monday, she announced girls' night Thursday, watching for my reaction. Sounds fun, I said, not looking up. She stayed out until 2 a.m. I was already asleep. The next day, he didn't even seem to care. It's like he's lost interest. When I cared, I was controlling. When I stopped, I was neglectful. I handed her our budget notebook. You're in charge now, complete independence. But we always do this together. That was the old controlling me. 2 weeks in, forgotten electric bill, late fee, overspent groceries, short on car payment, missed mortgage payment entirely. That would be controlling, I said when she asked for help. This is your independence. 3 hours on the phone with the bank. Grocery budget collapsed. Rice and canned beans for a week. She called her mother to borrow money. The breaking point, plumbing issue. I came home to water everywhere. Cabinet torn apart, her crying on the floor with a wrench. Need help? You'll just tell me I should have done it differently. I was going to call a plumber, but that might be too controlling. Stop saying that. I know what you're doing. I'm respecting your independence. Isn't that what you wanted? I wanted you to care about me, not check out completely. But caring was controlling. You made that clear to your friends. The water dripped as she finally understood that everything she'd labeled controlling was actually partnership. I don't know what I'm doing. I know. But asking for help means admitting my involvement wasn't controlling, doesn't it? 3 weeks in, she found me on the couch. Maxed credit card, missed bills, financial mess taking months to fix. We need to talk. About what? Whatever you're doing. I'm giving you exactly what you said you wanted. You're being spiteful. You were clear to your friends about how controlling I was. Her face went red. You heard those conversations? Every word. For weeks. Silence. The mortgage, groceries, budget. Turns out they needed managing. It's about understanding partnership versus the story you created. You turned every considerate gesture into oppression. You made me the villain when I was trying to be a good husband. She started crying. I didn't mean for it to go this far. Either you want real partnership where we both contribute, or true independence handling everything yourself. But you don't get both while calling partnership control. I want the partnership. Then stop talking about our marriage like I'm an oppressor. If I hear it again, you'll get exactly the independence you claim to want. She nodded. The game was over. Sometimes the best way to prove your value is to temporarily withdraw it.